Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome back to another reaction. I did not realize that we have a brand new comeback today from Kiss of Life. I was only expecting to react to Sujin today, but as far as like today's lineup. But apparently they just came back with a music video called Bad News. I became instantly a big fan of them. Obviously, I only knew a little bit of them through Natty from what I saw on Twice as 16. Was very happy to see how well she's doing. The solos of Kiss of Life were absolutely incredible. But then we had two songs, obviously, with Bye Bye, Neverland and Shu. Which I love the storyline that they fleshed out and how much time they gave each of the girls with their own respective solos to really give gravity to each and every single one of the members and really highlight them as much as possible. And then the sass that these girls and like the attitude that they portrayed in Shu, for example, it was absolutely incredible. So I'm very, very excited to see what this is all about. I'm expecting the girls to be bad news in terms of like get even more sassy. So very, very excited to get into this one. So without further ado, Bad News by Kiss of Life. Let's go. Ooh. Oh. Holy shit. Hey. Oh. Focus around, and you look at me now, look at me what, did you know what? I'm your wannabe, but good I'm up at it. Oh, can't you see, can't you see? Running, some days, come in. Seven, on and on. Nice. I love that they kept it up because in one of the, was it the music videos of the group or the solos where one of the girls was basically about to be sexually assaulted, and then I thought that Julie was gonna fucking cut his dick off or something, but it was, I believe Natty was the one who did the attacking, so I like the continuity. This is really, really cool. Seven, on and on. Damn. Oh, what the fuck? Oh. That reminded me of the movie Dodgeball, and every time somebody gets hit with a ball to the face, it's kind of funny, but not here, but it still reminded me of the movie Dodgeball. So, anyway, sorry. Damn. I love the sirens in the background that they continue. Oh, Jesus Christ. Damn. Something's coming. Damn. Seven, on and on. From the east side to the west side. Oh, that fits so well. We got the moves since she literally lick trips him. That was some Donnie Yen Flashpoint kind of shit. Holy damn. Damn. fuck. Damn. I mean, that's a bit of a fuck around and find out. I mean, at the end, you will crash if you don't be careful. Damn. I guess this is going to be like a continuation. Maybe we'll get another music video. Maybe that's the next comeback. Damn, they are quite the troublemakers, aren't they? Holy shit. Okay, this music video was actually kind of fucking insane. The ending with Natty closing the trunk was kind of like reminiscent of something. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, it kind of reminds me a little bit of, you know, the SF9 music video where they're like detectives and whatnot, but also Tomboy by Idol a little bit, because they're basically kind of like don't give a fuck and all that kind of stuff. But I'm just kind of like wondering, there's some really cool metaphors in this one and some things that basically create, you know, continuity within the characters that the girls have within like the entire storyline and whatnot, from their solos to the last two music videos. But I'm just kind of like wondering if all of these actions and the people on the receiving end, I'm not talking about the two guys, although one of the scenes was really, really symbolic, and we're going to talk about it because one of the scenes looked like he was about to get very, very uncomfortable as far as like the way the dude kind of like put his foot in front of her, between her feet, between her legs, and like she almost like in a way made him believe that he has a shot at being a fucking asshole will actually warrant him anything other than an ass whooping. But like the girl that got mailed in the face over and over and over again by that dodgeball. Like imagine the amount of discouragement that she would feel when she just tried to throw the ball back at her and she's being stopped, and then peekaboo, you're not going to do anything. Like the attitude level on all of these girls is over 9,000. I believe it's Belle in the dress who pours that her drink or a drink on the girl. I wonder if all of them deserve it. And like the dodgeball scene is like someone that bullied her and now she's returning the favor and she's like showing off the fact that she doesn't give a fuck. But there's like a really cool symbolism with the bubblegum with Julie and the way the guy tries to shoot his shot in the most obnoxious and, you know, asshole and movie bad guy villain way possible. It almost reminded me, there's like a movie called The Brave One with Judy Foster, and it reminded me a little bit of the way that, you know, some criminals are being portrayed on like these train rides and whatnot, and how they feel like they basically can do anything that they want to anyone, whether it's beating up on a guy or quite most likely trying to sexually assault a woman. But the way she leads him on, and she's like ever so slightly opens her legs, and then you see the next shot is her with the bubble gum blowing the bubble and then bursting it. It's like bursting his bubble of anything ever happening before she kicks him in the fucking nuts. That was so beautifully well done. And then obviously, like the whole fight scene was actually quite intricate for how short it was. I really admire how much went into that. It looks very, very smooth. The trip and like what she did, she looked like a legit, almost like an action star right there. It was really, really cool. But this music video, the fact that the car crashes at the end as like a consequence of all of them, like the bad news, the bearing of bad news finally got caught up with them and it went out of control as they're on like this car ride, and this car represents our recklessness and how we don't give a fuck about anything. We try to be good. We get met with insults. We try to be ourselves. We get met with insults. So now we're just going to pick up on the worst news possible. There's some really cool lyrics like, "You cannot cut me with your words." There's also like an interesting lyric of them kind of like picking the worst bad news, like the worst of their attitudes, picking like it's like doubling down in a way on the worst of the worst. So, which is interesting because there's also lyrics saying wherever you go, you'll hear that. So plug your ears, you do you, and I'll do me. So I'm wondering whether it's Belle who is at like this with this beautiful dress and whatnot, and she's pouring that drink on the girl. Did that girl talk shit about her? And all of the people that come at them, including the cops, including all of the man or the girl at the dodgeball, is it all a representation of people that tried to harm them and now they're just like so much so not giving a fuck that they would literally fucking end them? So that's kind of interesting. Who teaches who, mind your own business. That's an interesting line. Picking only the bad things with my attitude. Like basically it's kind of like your energy attracts, you know, the worst. So if your attitude is like that, then you're only going to attract the worst kind of people potentially. So it's almost like a phase. So I'm kind of like wondering as throughout like their next comeback and whatever may come next, is that going to change and they're going to be more like accountable or more like understanding that you don't need to fight everyone, that sometimes that fight is kind of like pointless. In a way here, they're just like literally like tearing into everyone who has ever harmed them, ever tried to mess with them, which is, the song itself is fucking amazing. The actual melody, this is probably their best song. From the solos to the last two music videos, this is probably the best one, in my opinion, at the very least. And I just love the editing. As they say, we got the moves and the way that high note extends as Julie does her Donnie Yen fucking Flashpoint or SPL kind of move where he mixes martial arts with MMA. And it was just so fucking incredible to see. I really, really enjoyed that. The car crashing and then the closing of the trunk. I wonder if it's Natty closing the trunk as she hides the body that she just, you know, threw off the window, or is that the trunk closing in on like this phase as they're going into like their bad bitch and bad news phase and whatnot. I'm kind of like wondering about that. But yeah, this was absolutely fucking awesome. The cops constantly on their asses and whatnot in the car and finally getting caught up with them and crashing the car because of the chase and everything. It was also really, really interesting and almost kind of like symbolic as like their recklessness got caught up to them. And whoever the cops represent in terms of like social media and toxicity and people who try to put them down or govern them in a way and tell them who they are, when in reality they are their own like women and they just want to do what they want to do, like be adults and do all of the effing around that they want. And you know, I'm just kind of like wondering if the car crashing is a representation of them finally finding out what happens when you are taking it a little bit too far, and then the closing of the trunk. I wonder if it's like a double meaning or not. But yeah, this was fucking amazing. I expected it to go from like the attitude of Shu. I expected them to maybe like double down on it. I did not expect them to triple and fucking quadruple down on it. It was really, really, really cool. I really enjoyed the song. The song itself is probably one of my favorites from the last couple of months that we checked out. And as far as Kiss of Life is concerned, this is definitely my favorite song by them. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. If I made any sense, let me know in the comment section. Make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Be well and safe wherever you are, and have a wonderful rest of the day. See ya.